Now, ANC Alliance member, the Congress of South African Trade Unions, Cosatu, calling on President Ramaphosa to take a tougher stance on members of the party found guilty of corruption. It follows a Central Executive Committee meeting held to discuss the president's letter to members. Our political editor, Vuyo Mvoko, was at that briefing and joins us now from outside Cosatu House here in Johannesburg. And Cosatu were understandably very concerned about this turn of events.
Indeed, Jeremy, the Central Executive Committee of Cosatu spent a considerable amount of time looking at all the problems related to COVID-19. Disgusted at the fact that some workers have to go on strike just to be able to receive personal protective equipment. Disgusted at the allegations of corruption that we are all hearing. Also disgusted at the ruling party, the ANC's attitude towards corruption, but also their lack of action when it comes to the culprits that the ANC itself has identified among its own cadres. Listen to Bekin Chalinjali, the General Secretary of Cosatu, reading from that strongly worded statement overall.
The lack of political discipline and factionalism risk alienating the workers away from the ANC. Workers are fast losing confidence in the willingness and the capacity of the ANC to honestly fight corruption. They are starting to view their public statement as nothing but phony outrage for political propaganda purposes. It does not help for the ANC to issue statement for condemnation regarding the state of corruption, while reinstating people implicated in the VBS looting scandal, and also promoting former mayors for facing corruption allegation to higher position.
What exactly, Vuyo, does Cosatu want when it says the president has got to take a tougher stance on members who are found guilty of involvement in corruption?
Well, they had some harsh words for the man that they campaigned for to become the president of the ANC and subsequently the president of the country. They think that, or they've come at the conclusion, that Cyril Ramaphosa is all talk but hardly ever acts. He says all the right things and sometimes expresses outrage, but they believe that he is not doing everything that is within his power to actually act against his own comrades and the people who serve in his own cabinet. So as a result, Cosatu is organizing a nationwide strike to be held on the 7th of October to demonstrate their disgust, to register their disgust at how President Cyril Ramaphosa's party and his government are actually, their attitude towards corruption, but also their failure to act where Cosatu believes they actually can act. Listen to Cosatu's president, Zingiswa Losi, speaking there or expressing their dissatisfaction with how President Cyril Ramaphosa has been handling things.
President Ramaphosa's campaign was poetic one, you know. It's poetry, and then when you must govern, it is prose. All of a sudden now there are tedious processes that you must, tick the T's and dot the I's, and people are getting impatient.
All right, so we've got strong words, Vuyo Mvoko, coming from Cosatu this afternoon. What sort of response, then, do you expect from President Ramaphosa? Is this going to cause him concern?
Well, they say they are going to engage with the ANC and continue to engage with the president, although from previous engagements, Cosatu revealed today, they don't have much to show for it. For example, the government decided to renege on that 3-year wage deal that was concluded some years ago. And from the engagements with the president, they say they didn't get a great deal of luck. So they are going to continue to engage, though, but they also believe that they are going to, the only option left for them now is to withdraw their labor, which is what they are going to start doing with that nationwide strike planned for the 7th of October. And they are not going to stop there. They say there is more to come. And this time around, they insist it's not going to, the government must brace for what they call a bruising battle going forward, the details of which we will get to know about a little later on.